Yes, week 8.
Nice.
Yeah, week 8. Right? Yeah. Mm. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Boom. I wrecked your ass this week in picks.
Yeah.
Yo. I made up on Cincy, Atlanta, and Cleveland. All 3 picks we had different.
Oh. So. Oh, okay. You only had 3 picks different. That's strange.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Hell yeah. Damn, what's a corny eating breakfast, Doug?
Nah, Izzy was just eating breakfast. Why you here?
I heard a plate.
Oh, that's Izzy. Yeah. Turn my gain down. You can still hear me. I think I'm just turn it down a little bit.
Yeah, my game is fucked up too.
No, I think you're good.
I know. I'm clown. I don't know what the game is.
No, the gain is just the like how much the mic can pick up, pretty much.
Oh, okay.
Normally, I have
Oh,
it turned down pretty low.
my volume might be low, but you sound pretty low.
Oh yeah,
Huh?
no, that's fine. Yeah, it's just probably your volume's probably low.
Yeah, it's just a laptop I be using. So. Ooh, what a game, dog! What a game!
Yeah, I was sitting at the bowling alley. I was gonna go home and make a TikTok last night, but didn't feel like
Like,
doing it. So
what you mean you got the Packers, dog?
listen, it's just that was a trap game. I think a lot of
Yeah, I
people
know.
were on the Cardinals. But it's
Were
funny is
they?
that this year the books aren't making as much money on NFL because there hasn't been really any crazy upsets.
Yeah.
So there hasn't really been there hasn't really been a lot of upsets. So that's been an issue. Is you try to find a game that might be an upset, and you pick that game. But lately, it hasn't really been like that.
But that game, yeah, I mean, the spread for sure was way too high.
I mean, they were overvaluing him not having 2 receivers, but they were undervaluing not having JJ Watt
Yeah.
because you can see that he affects the running game.
But they got Chandler Jones back,
Yeah, but
too.
he's just a pass rusher though. He doesn't do
Yeah.
anything about the run game. So they were able to run the ball left and right. I had a same game parlay with Aaron Rodgers over 1.5 touchdowns, Randall Cobb touchdown, Aaron Jones touchdown, Packers money line, and that was like plus 1,500.
Nice.
I didn't do it though.
Well, what you mean then?
That's the same game parlay I had.
Damn, here, look at this bet I just made. I'll just show you this and we could probably start.
hmm
We'll start at 5 minutes. I think low key this a winner right here though. Boom, look at that. Can you see it?
Nah, hold on.
I'll just tell you.
Yeah.
Michigan State +4. Iowa money line. Cincinnati -27. Kansas +30.
Who Kansas play?
Oklahoma State.
Okay.
Kentucky money line.
Who Kentucky play?
Mississippi State.
What does that pay out?
I had a 25% boost, so $15 pays $6.50.
The only one that might miss would be the no.
I mean,
I don't.
Iowa and Kentucky are underdogs.
Iowa might be the only one,
Yeah.
just because Wisconsin's is playing a little better, but they're still not that good, so it doesn't matter.
Are you ready? A little
Oh yeah.
stuffed up.
Yep.
Welcome to the Gridiron Guide. It's your boy, the Fantasy G.
What up, though? It's A2.
Hey, two, what a Thursday night game, baby. Hell yeah, you know what I'm saying? Packers got in them cheeks. What a game, dog. What a game.
It was a pretty
They
good
got,
game for sure.
oh yeah, they got the dub, you know what I'm saying? Nobody thought they would, besides both of us, surprisingly. We both picked them, but, you know what I'm saying? I'll pick them every week, so let's
You
get
can't go
it.
wrong picking them every week.
Yes, sir, yes, sir. Especially when they won 7 in a row, so
Mm.
maybe now people will put them, ahead of the Cowboys or in their top 5 in the NFL rankings, but we don't care what ESPN analysts say, you know what I'm saying? We know we the best, baby.
I wouldn't go that far.
All right, let's get it. Well, week 8, DFS show, Friday morning, early show for you, you know what I'm saying? We got our coffee. We ready. We're going to come at you and give you some good daily fantasy winners, hopefully. We'll see how it goes. Before we do that, be sure to follow us on our Instagram, our social medias, YouTube, Instagram, Twitch, Facebook, Twitter at Doug Gridiron Guide. Follow us, message us. I've had some back and forth with a couple different people messaging us on Instagram, letting us know the roster, letting us know potential trades. We can maybe go over that after the show, but this show is strictly going to be straight DFS for you guys, and hopefully give you guys some winners. Also,
Mm-hmm.
check us out. Follow us on the Podbean, any podcast platform, whatever, Apple Pod, Spotify, Stitcher, Alexa. Follow us on there. You'll get a notification when we post a new episode. You can ask Alexa, hey, Alexa, play the latest episode from the Gridiron Guide, baby, and she'll play us. So do it up. Follow us. Let us know what you guys think. We love hearing from our fans. So,
Yeah.
all right, let's get it. Let's jump right in, Aaron.
All right.
DFS Week 8, quarterback.
All right. So this is a guy who I think DraftKings has finally started to catch up with his value a little bit here. He's going all the way up to $7,200, but I still feel comfortable playing him. It's going to be Jalen Hurts going up against the Detroit Lions. The Lions defense has played a lot better this year than expected, without having a lot of key players that that are high ranking players in the NFL. It's all about coaching and scheme that nature. I think I only had 2 bad games this year. The Packers second half, and then the Bengals obviously 2 weeks ago. But Jalen Hurts, I'm picking him just mainly off of his rushing ability. He's averaged about 9 carries a game, about 40 rushing yards. Obviously, the past 2 weeks he scored 2 rushing touchdowns, but I can see him getting some passing room this week. Him and Devontae Smith will probably link up a little bit this week. And Jalen Hurts hasn't scored under 20 points this year, so he's pretty much a safe play for 20 plus in DFS. So Jalen Hurts for 7,200.
Yeah, that is, he has been good. He's one that surprised me. I've been thinking he's going to have some inconsistencies in his second year, but he's definitely good. Somebody I like this week, the first time I'm going to say him all year, probably definitely the last. Geno Smith versus
Oof.
Jacksonville, $5,300. I'm going cheap on the quarterback. It's a risky move. I almost went Fields, but I bumped it up a little bit when Geno. Contrary to what the numbers say, I think if you look, Jacksonville is like 31st versus the running back. They've been pretty decent at stopping
Mm-hmm.
the run. So, and their secondary has not been good. So they've allowed 291 yards or more in 5 of 6 games to the quarterback, and at least 2 passing touchdowns in 4 of those 5 games. So, and last week, look at it, Tua threw for 329 yards. Tua sucks. He can't throw the ball. So for that reason, I like Geno. And again, just looking at like the running back numbers, Derrick Henry 29 rushes, 130 yards. Miami's backfield didn't do anything versus Mixon. They held him in check, 16 for 67. Denver's backfield didn't do anything. So even though Jacksonville has, the so-called ranked 31st rushing defense versus the running back, the rush defense is pretty good.
All right, I don't mind that play. I almost went Trevor Lawrence in that game. He was only $5,400, going up against Seattle's defense. I kind of like that play too, but I went with the safer play with Jalen Hurts.
Yeah, and that's the
Um,
thing. In DFS, you have to hit the quarterback.
you have to hit the
You're
quarterback.
you're definitely risking it, by going Geno, but worth
It's
the
not
risk,
bad.
I say.
I'm gonna go cheap on the running back. My first running back is gonna be Michael Carter, the rookie, out of North Carolina. $4,900 going up against Cincinnati's defense. Cincinnati has a middle of the road defense, but they're playing a lot better this year, which I kind of thought they'll be a little better this year, but didn't think it'd be this good. But this is just pretty much a what am I calling it? A check down play, pretty much. Michael Carter last week with the new quarterback Mitchell White had 9 targets for 8 catches and 37 yards or 67 yards. Sorry, he ran the ball pretty decently, 11 carries for 37 yards. So he had about 20 touches. So if I can get it back, they'll get 15, 20 touches, and at least 5 targets. I'll take that for $4,900. So that's pretty much what I'm doing that play. And as you see, they're giving him the ball a lot more, giving him a lot more snaps than Tyler Johnson. So that's why I'm going with Michael Carter, $4,900.
Yeah, that's a great play, actually. I didn't even think about taking him. It's a great volume plays, which is what you need in football, fantasy football. He outsnapped Tyler Johnson 47-21 last week, so look for that to continue. Like that play, though. Great player. I like Jonathan Taylor, though. Versus Tennessee, $7,200. He's averaging over 25 fantasy points the last 4 games. Last year, he only played the months. He kind of got locked up. This year, he played, or they played week 3, I think. He kind of got held in check again. He had 11 touches for 72 yards, but only 11 touches. It's a rivalry there, Tennessee versus Indy, division foes. I think Jonathan Taylor wants to go off. I think he wants to prove, what I'm saying, that Derrick Henry's not all that, and he's a great running back too, what I'm saying. Every time they play, everybody just looks at Derrick Henry. I think Jonathan Taylor, he surprised me in fantasy. I think he gets it done big time this week.
Yeah, it's funny you mentioned Jonathan Taylor because I remember in that league they were in. You clowned me for taking him with like the 7th pick.
Yeah,
But
you're right. Hey, I admit it again, what I'm saying. I'm surprised
yeah,
about him this year.
well, one guy I'm surprised about, Cordarrelle Patterson, only $6,200 for a running back who plays receiver and running back, and I'm pretty sure he's a running back to pretty much have on the Atlanta team. Mike Davis didn't do anything last week. I think he had like 1 point or net or minus or 0.8 points or something like that. So you give me Cordarrelle Patterson, $6,200 going up against Carolina's defense. Carolina has one of the better defenses in the NFL, but again, this is a volume play. He had 20 touches last week. So you give me a running back with 20 touches for only $6,200. I have to play that play, especially since he's outplaying the guy who's supposedly ahead of him. And it wasn't in game flow last week because I think Atlanta was up too. So obviously his targets kind of went down a little bit because you see Ridley back, and then you see Gage had a pretty good game, and then obviously Kyle Pitts had a pretty good game. But I still believe Cordero Patterson's gonna be involved in the offense. So $1,600 for a starting running back, I'll take it.
Look at Aaron. He did his research this week. Another play that I like a lot. Didn't put him on my list, but a couple things with Cordarrelle. Season high 73% snap rate last year. 24 snaps either out wide or in the slot, and he also got 16 of the 21 running back touches. So definitely trending for, Mike Davis is a bench warmer. Cordarrelle Patterson's the guy in Atlanta. Looking like we'll have to, see another game or two to confirm, but that's what it's looking like. Give me a little Captain Joe Mixon versus the New York Jets. $6,900. Last 3 weeks, the Jets allowed New England's backfield to go off. Mike Davis and Cordarrelle Patterson both to do good. And Derrick Henry went off. They've allowed 10 rushing touchdowns in 6 games this year. Last week, Joe Mixon, would have had a much better game if it wasn't kind of a blowout, which, again, this one could be a blowout, so they might bench him after he goes off already, but I think Joe's going to do a lot of work on the ground. I think the Bengals are going to rout the Jets, and give me a little Joe Mixon at $6,900.
Not a bad play. I like the Joe Mixon play. I echo everything you said. And then Joe Mixon kind of surprised me this year too. Obviously, I thought he'll be hurt a little bit, but he's staying pretty healthy. Give me a little
Well, he's
Cooper
had
Cup.
injuries, but he's still playing through them.
Oh yeah, for sure. Give me a little Cooper Cup action here. I saved money so I
Woo!
can go with a receiver. Give me Cooper Cup $9,000. Kicking myself to not draft him in our one league that we are in together.
I'm
Um,
thanking you.
yeah, that's okay. But Cooper Cup, he hasn't had a game under 10 targets. We're going up against Houston's defense, who's probably the worst defense in the NFL. Um, I I expect him to still get double-digit targets, a touchdown, and 100 yards. So Cooper Cup's probably the safest player at wide receiver at this moment this year. So give me Cooper Cup.
Yeah, I dig it. Thought about putting him in, but 9,000, a little too steep. But it's kind of like Josh Allen, where the top guys you're gonna have to pay for him. Derrick Henry. If you want them, they're gonna perform. You got to pay for them. And that's what you did. I like your team. I might dabble with it this week. We'll see how the rest of it pans out. But I like what you got going so far.
Appreciate it.
I'm gonna be quick. I'm gonna be brief. Give me DK Metcalf versus shitty Jacksonville secondary, $6,800. Like I said for Geno Smith, the secondary sucks. I think DK is gonna get more than just the one long catch this week. Boom.
Oh, okay. I'm sorry, I was reading some here. Okay, so you're going with the Geno Smith. You're going for Geno Smith, DK Metcalf stack. I like it. I like it. Can't
Yeah.
hate it. Um, yeah, I mean that's not a
Well, you
bad play.
could, but
Yeah, I could hate it. That's okay. I actually did have DK Metcalf written down.
nice.
Um, so I'm gonna go with another receiver. I'm gonna go with DJ Moore. Uh, this is probably my riskiest play of the plays I've given out so far. Uh, just based off the quarterback play. Sam Bradford's kind of been put on notice a little bit. His coach said he's obviously still sticking with, but you got bench for PJ Walker. Um,
What
you
you
know,
say, Sam Bradford?
Sam. What? No, sorry, Sam Darnold.
Okay.
I don't
You
think I
might
said
have
Sam
said Donald,
Bradford.
but I don't know. I might have heard Bradford.
That's fine.
It's
Well,
early morning.
DJ Moore is obviously still the wide receiver number one. He's only had 2 games with under 10 targets this year, so I still expect him to be peppered with targets. $7,200 is not terrible for me to pay for DJ Moore, and I also like the matchup too, going up against Atlanta's defense. They have some good cornerbacks, but this is the game for Sam Darnold to get right. So I expect him to have a pretty good game for DJ Moore.
Can't hate on that. Can't hate on that. Wide out, I'm gonna take. Could be a biased decision because I just traded for him during this past week. Give me Keenan Allen versus the New England Patriots, $6,500. The Patriots, they always like to take away one or two of your favorite things. I feel like they're not gonna let Eckler beat them. They're not gonna let Mike Williams get a deep ball versus them. What's that open up? Keenan Allen underneath, baby, all game. And New England secondary, they've been hit or miss. You've seen them give up some big games. So as recent as my man Tandale's CeeDee Lamb. There we go. So I think, like I said, they're going to take away the Mike Williams deep shots. They're going to try to take away Eckler, and kind of let Keenan Allen kind of beat him up. Maybe hoping for like a 12 for 100 game. On
I got you.
15 targets.
Yeah. Give me a
Wishful
little.
thinking.
Yeah, wishful thinking for sure. Give me a little Dallas Goddard. This is a tight end. Sorry, I switching to tight end. Give me a little Dallas Goddard going for $4,700. Going up against the Detroit Lions. Lions have been pretty decent against the tight end. Alex Anzalone has been okay guarding tight ends, but this is just a play for volume pretty much. The Eagles don't have too much for receivers. Obviously, you got Devontae Smith. You got Rager and you got Watkins, Quiz Watkins or whatever his name is. But Dallas Goddard is a safety blanket for Jalen Hurts. Last game he had 12 points. I expect somewhat of the same. A little bit more than 5 targets though. I expect a little bit more, probably like 8 targets from him. But yeah, give me that play for Dallas Goddard. I like it.
All right. I like it too ever since that Ertz trade. You know what I'm saying? You've seen Ertz come up with some big catches yesterday for the Cardinals. Goddard, after 1 week, looked good without Ertz. My tight end I like, I've said him in the past. Give me Dan Arnold, baby, versus the Seahawks, $2,800. He's got 13 targets in the last 2 games, coming off a bye week last week. Remember, they acquired him week 4. Excuse me, week 4. On like a Thursday. He's only played 3 weeks with them. I think they took the bye week. Hopefully, he built some good rapport with Trevor Lawrence, learned the playbook more. I think Dan Arnold, with getting targets, I think he can be very productive. So, like I said, 13 over the last 2. Give me that $2,800. That's a steal. Oh, you're muted. You muted yourself.
Oh, sorry, my bad. All right, so I like the Dan Arnold play. I'm hoping for a good game out of him as well. I think both kind of high on him this year since he's been traded. So um, yeah, like you said, just a little bit more familiar with the offense would be good. Give me defense now for $2,100.
Yes.
Washington's football team. You like that one too? I'm guessing.
Yep.
Going up against Denver, Washington football team hasn't been great, but they also haven't been terrible. They're still getting an insane amount of sacks, about average. I think 3 sacks a game. I think last year they were getting a lot of turnovers as well, but I like them this week for $2,100. And you give me a defense that was high on the earlier of the year for only $2,100 against Denver, and Denver's not a crazy good offensive team. So I expect Washington's football team to have their best performance this week.
Yep, I agree. They can stop the run. 3 sacks each of the last 2 weeks, 6 takeaways in the last 3 weeks. $2,100. That's a steal. That's going to be the cheapest they'll be all year.
Oh, for
I don't
sure, you
care.
gotta jump on it.
Yeah, I don't care if they're playing Kansas City, even though they already played them. But 2,100, I'll take it. I think I
Mm-hmm.
picked them too when they played Kansas City because they were cheap too. But whatever, I'll take it. All right, must own player. Let's hear
You
what
go
you
ahead.
got.
You go ahead and go first. We just both have the same defense.
All right, must own. Give me Deontay Johnson versus the Cleveland Browns, $6,700. Cleveland's pretty solid, actually good, real good versus the run. They locked up Dalvin Cook. They locked up David Montgomery when he was healthy. Clyde Edwards-Helaire, Eckler, Denver's running backs last week. Pittsburgh's going to have to throw the ball to win the game. You've seen Najee have some good rushing games. I don't think that's how they try to get it done this week. Look for Deontay Harris, to go off. Cleveland already got killed by Tyreek Hill, Mike Williams. I think Deontay could be the next wideout to just kind of go off versus him.
Yeah, that's Deontay Johnson. You said Deontay Harris once, so
Oh, did I?
yes, okay. Yeah, Deontay Johnson. I actually just traded him. Um, so obviously I mentioned this guy's name a couple times in this episode, and you kind of see where I'm leaning. Give me Devontae Smith for $5,500 against the Detroit Lions. Kind of hoping for Hurts to be a little bit more accurate this week. But I mean, I still like the matchup. Detroit doesn't have a lot of. They don't have any cornerbacks. Their best cornerbacks are always hurt, and they have guys off the practice squad that they just signed, previously. So um, this is pretty much just him and Hurts having a good kind of relationship. He's the past couple weeks have been up and down. I think it's been 9 targets, 4 targets, 9. So I like the 9 number. I would keep around that. I think if you give him 9 targets this week, he'll probably have his best game of the year. So give me Devontae Smith.
All right, I dig it. You got a lot of guys on Philly. Somebody I'm surprised neither of us mentioned, Kenneth Gainwell for Philly. Definitely some good cheap running back options. Who were the other two you mentioned?
We had Michael Carter, and we had Cordero Patterson.
All right, so Michael Carter is the other one that's another good cheap option. I like that, save there, maybe splurge a little bit, get a little Josh Allen, Stephon Diggs, or we'll see. I like this. Can be
Yeah,
flexible.
for sure. I'll probably tweet some more players out or do a TikTok for some more players. So
Yeah, and I
as
might
we go out through the week,
switch up a couple lineups and maybe send them out on Instagram, baby. Look
there we
out for
go.
it. All right. Last week, what a good week for the Fantasy G, baby. I'm back on top big time. Week 7, I went 10-3. Aaron, not as good, 7-6. Made up 3 games, or I added 3 games to my lead. Give me a
Mm-hmm.
+4 healthy, lead for the weekly picks for a nice steak dinner.
It's a long season, 18
It
weeks.
is, but I ain't giving you no more gimmies like I did last week, so. I
Hey,
took
it's fine.
Washington over the Chiefs and a couple other, but whatever. You win some, you lose some, but I'm gonna keep trying to win, baby.
Yeah.
All right, we're both on board for the Packers last night over Arizona. I was hoping to gain a game on Aaron there, but he unfortunately had the Packers too. Let's get right into it. Miami at Buffalo.
Oh, this is an easy game. This is Buffalo all day.
Let's go Buffalo.
I do expect a better game from Tua. Just call
He
it
was
the
good
trade
last week
rumors, but
though, coming
yeah,
off his career high, I think passing
that's what I'm
yards.
saying. I think you're gonna see a lot more better games out of him.
Yep, Carolina at ATL. Give me ATL.
Yeah, so obviously Atlanta's a hot team, but give me Carolina. I think they bounce back this week.
And I think last week you said as long as McCaffrey's out, you're not taking Carolina, but
No, I'm twisting it. I think I think this is the one week I can probably go past my thing. I don't think Atlanta is. I think Carolina's defense is good, and then
oh yeah,
Atlanta's So as long as I'm banking on Sam Darnold, which I shouldn't do. Like you just said, I should take
yeah.
them, but I'm hoping for an easy game here. That's why I'm doing it.
Yep, and Atlanta at home. That's the main reason. Pittsburgh at Cleveland.
Whew. Let me go with Cleveland here.
Nice. I'm going to take the steel curtain coming off that bye week. Big Ben, Deontay Johnson, get it done. Cincinnati at the New York Football Jets.
Oh, it's Cincinnati.
Yep, Cincinnati, easy. It's one of my winners. I'm alive in 3 rounds to pick the winner. Cincinnati's one of them. Tennessee at Indy.
Oh, okay, yeah. So Indy is hot, but I still think Tennessee will take care of it. So give me Tennessee.
Tennessee's riding off that high victory last week versus the Chiefs. Give me the Colts at home.
Oh, okay.
Philly at Detroit.
Give me Detroit. This is the week they win the first game.
Shit, I'll take Detroit too. Philly sucks. Even though you got all those Philly guys on your team, Doug.
I expect there to be a lot of fantasy points scored in this game.
All right, I dig it. Can't hate it. San Fran at the Chicago Bears.
San Fran. I don't think
All
they
right,
lose this week.
I'll take the Bears. Like I said, I almost took Fields in fantasy. I think it's his best career game in the NFL so far. Give me the Bears.
Against that defensive front with his offensive line looking that bad.
Yeah, I think. I mean, you saw Tampa did to him last week. You can only go up from there. You got to make adjustments. Rams at the Houston Texans.
Oh, at Rams by 100.
Yep, there's my second winner. I like the Rams. My third winner was Buffalo. So 3 winners, hopefully 3 locks, but we'll see. Nothing's a lock in the NFL, but besides hopefully those 3. Jacksonville at Seattle.
Seems like you're on Jacksonville, and I'm on Jacksonville too. So
I'm on Seattle.
Oh, really?
I got that Geno Smith DK
right.
combo, but I do think it'll be a good game. Jacksonville coming off the bye, hopefully just prepared, and we'll see what they can do. The Patriots at the Chargers.
Give me the Chargers. Bounce back game for Herbert coming off the bye.
Yep, I agree. I again do think it'll be closer than the experts think, but Chargers get it done. Bucks at Saints. James over the old team.
This is actually a tough game to call, but I still think the Bucks get it done. I don't see them losing. It's actually a tough game though to call.
Yep, you saw Kamara really get locked up last year. Both times they played the Bucks. I think the Bucks do it again. They got the defense to stop that Saints offense.
I think if Michael Thomas playing, I think the game would be different. But
Michael Thomas sucks.
He doesn't suck, man.
All right, the football team versus the Broncos.
Football team.
Yep, same. I figured we'd have that one on board. Love that football team. They let me down a lot this year. I had a couple bets preseason for them to win the division.
Not looking good.
Not looking good. Unless this team can blow it. The Cowboys versus the Minnesota Vikings in Minnesota. Sunday Night Football.
Who you taking?
Dallas.
Okay. Yeah, I'm taking Dallas too. I was hoping you took Minnesota.
Again, they both coming off bye weeks last week. I don't know. I think Dallas,
It's that defense. The defense is better.
You know what? Something to think about. Dak, dude. We'll see how Zank or his calf does. You saw Rodgers, I think, who knows how, 5 years ago, maybe now. With that calf strain, really limited his mobility. He did play through it. I think, still did pretty good, but just the mobility was gone. I still like the Cowboys.
All right.
Too much offensive firepower. Don't think the Vikings defense has been playing that good this year.
No, it's a little better, but not as great. Not great.
All right, and here's one that in my pick'em, I took the Giants. In this, I'm taking the Chiefs. Giants at Chiefs.
Okay, yeah, Chiefs. I thought you were taking Giants here. I'm like, give me another game, please.
Monday night, no, I would. I mean, I'm not confident at all in the Giants, but I wouldn't be surprised if they won just because the Chiefs suck.
Got you.
Danny Dimes, you know what I'm saying, likes to try to impress on primetime games. He saw him have a big game week 2-ish maybe on Thursday night.
Dan Jones isn't a bad daily fantasy player as well.
No.
For his rushing ability, so.
Yep. All right. So we'll see. We got a few different games. 1, 2, 3,
6, I think.
4. Oh wow, 5. 5 different games.
Oh, okay.
Could be your chance to come back.
I don't think so. I'm going for a risky play here, but I'm confident in those teams I picked, but they're all risky for sure.
Oh yeah, let's get it. All right. That about wraps us up, y'all. You know what I'm saying? If you're tuned in live, thanks for listening. We love the support. Check out, we're going to edit, post the podcast, post it all over. Use our DFS lineups. Tell us who you like. Tell us who we missed. Let us know how you did. We're both going to use our lineups. I might, use one of Aaron's, It looked pretty good, so. Sounded pretty good, I should say.
Sounded.
All right. Yeah, on that note, you know what I'm saying? Good luck, y'all. Week 8 is upon us. Let's get it. Happy Halloween. Peace.
Peace.